Right, welcome back to yet another video from, well, Bell the UCAT. Hopefully we are keep cracking more questions in quants, taking a break again from quants, drifting away from quants, moving on to decision making. Right, when we go on to decision making, what's the plan for today? Well, the plan for today is trying to crack more questions on what should we choose? Let's do Venn diagrams. All right, okay. Just out of no, because I've only made one video on Venn diagrams. Made a bunch of videos on syllogisms, logical puzzles. As I said to you, it is one of those things where you need to be strategic. Logical puzzles are, to say it, they are time suckers. Take up most of your time. Recognizing assumptions, if you remember, I talked about in one of the videos I made the tickle strategy, one of the easiest ones to crack. And sometimes they're a tiny bit tricky. The name of the strategy of how to crack these questions, if you watch one of those videos, I'm certain I made a video. It's an easy one in which we say is something called a tickle strategy was the name of the strategy. So you should have almost 100% accuracy on recognizing assumptions. Interpretation, very yes and no. Right, probability, easy. Right, Venn diagrams, here we are. Now, before we go ahead any further, righty, okay, first things first. Every subsection has different styles of questions, right? So when you start a subsection, let's suppose you're starting decision making now. Anytime you start decision making, you need to be very certain, okay, I'm starting decision making. First, there are multiple stages in your preparation. First stage is trying to familiarize yourself. So trying to familiarize yourself with the different styles of questions that can be made. Right? So in here, you know, the different styles of questions can be made. Could be syllogism, logics, recognizing, interpretation, Venni, and probability. Ready? First stage, familiarize yourself. Second stage, every time you do questions on each one, you are supposed to do it on time. You don't want any unnecessary pressure, the clock ticking pressure, the ticking pressure I call it. So every test you would do has to be on time. Do as many as you can, The main aim is you are trying to up your accuracy. Next. Stage 2. Once you've done it, you're familiar with it, you're trying some questions now. Stage 2. Well, if you are not enrolled in any of my programs or courses, right. Stage 3 would now be, every time you try a question, try to find out alternative ways of doing the same question. Majority of the times, I can guarantee you that, majority of the times in level 2 or stage 2 of your preparation, when you start doing untimed random tests from UCAT, Medical Entry, blah, 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 blah. Firstly, I would urge you, whatever solutions they give you, they are right, but sadly the GCSE kept on saying it literally in almost all videos, because I can't get tired of emphasizing this. People miss the point. 90% of the people who are cracking this UCAT, number one, don't have a strategy. So you have to have a strategy. The sooner you realize the better it is. So when you're doing those untimed tests, okay, you do the way that you already know how to do it, perhaps GCSE, you're looking for solutions, mark schemes from Medical Entry or the UCAT. Again, as I've said to you, they will not offer you the ideal ones. They will be time suckers, because UCAT is time sensitive. Everything's about time and pressure. Right, so stage 3 would be, once you've done all those right, I'd like you to revisit the same questions, trying to figure out if you have any better, faster ways of doing it, which is finding out alternative ways of doing it. Ready? Now, the more times you do it, you begin to see patterns that emerge. Next. After that, what do? Right. You start revisiting those weaknesses. So out of these 6 styles, you start revisiting. Many of the people, they have syllogisms as their biggest weakness. Right, followed by some people find interpretation information is as I would say to you, logical puzzles, I will do it, it's just time sucking, it's too long-winded, so it's meant to be, I call it speed bump, slows you down. It meant to slow you down. People don't realize who don't have a strategy, you don't necessarily need to do all the questions. Right, so then syllogism, some people do it, some people emphasize too much on logical puzzles. Guys, let me tell you that it is a time sucker. So syllogism is number one weakness of majority of the candidates appearing for UCAT. Some people will get drowned in Venn diagrams because they're doing it a GCSE way. That's also meant to be, there are faster ways of doing Venn diagrams. That's what today's strategy is. And after that, then you've got probability and so on, recognizing assumptions, the easiest topic, easiest. If you look into my past videos, should you want, I will cover more questions. The name of the strategy, I used to call it the tickle strategy, right? Tickles, you heard me right. I personally call it tickles strategy, right? Tickles is the name of the strategy when I end up doing recognizing assumptions. Ready? Okay, right, here we are. Starting with Venn diagrams. So there are multiple more stages. So in case you're not enrolled in any of my courses, your emphasis should be on revisiting, right, the weaknesses and trying to find alternative ways. Where are you going wrong? Why are you going wrong? Second, in any and every subsection's main aim is to test you on different parameters. Like as I told you, when I look at verbal reasoning is testing you on 3 different parameters: your ability to read, absorb, recollect information. That's it. And the biggest hurdle many people have is, I can tell you that they are trying to reread the passage multiple times. That's because, sadly, not your fault. Rereading is an absolute no. If you wish to reread it, sorry, if you wish to reread it, apologies, you should read it no more than 2 times. So that means verbal reading, rereading is more than 2 times. So as I talk about my programs, I call it the slicing strategy. One of the most common, I'll give you 6 strategies of how to attack verbal reasoning. Ready? Right, okay, so here we are. Trying to crack a few questions. I remember doing, I'm on Venn diagrams is what the name of the game is. Ready? Let's try and see. Right, Venn diagrams it is. Oh no, not syllogisms, I'm on Venn diagrams. Let's see if we can find some Venn diagram questions. Right, decision making, syllogisms, logics, interpretation. Right, I start with question number 20. Question number 20 on Venn diagrams. Here we go. Right, let's see if you can find out 20 or 29 or 19. Alright, okay, let's start with 19. Doesn't look, I don't think so done. Maybe I've done till 18 in my previous video. Right, here we go. So there are 14 people in the library. Okay. 24 have mobile phones and 18 have laptops. 8 have neither. Right, so there are multiple ways. I know he's trying to ask me to crack a Venn diagram. I give you 5 or 6 different strategies of how to crack it. Strategy number 1, if you refer to my past video, 2-way table. Next, not applicable. Strategy number 2, I told you, is if you've got, I give you a formula, A union B, if there are 2 variables, A union B plus A plus B, minus, this is from set maths theory, A intersection B. What does A intersection B means? Whatever is common. A union B means sum of the values. So if this is my Venn diagram, oopsie. So we try as much as we can not to, as I'm saying, as much as we can, try to refrain from drawing the Venn diagram because it's a time sucker. Righty, okay. So first strategy is if you've got 2-way table, refer to the previous video, please. Second strategy is if you've got 2 variables. In this case, I've got mobile phones and I've got laptops. These are the 2 variables. So I will use this formula. What does A intersection mean? A intersection means something common. It is this region. This region is common between A intersection B. A union B means adding up this value, common value, and this value. Adding 1, 2, 3 values up. Ready? Right, okay, so that's what it is. So we've got 40 people in the library, 8 have neither. So 8 have neither means 8 of them, as I told you, A union B means adding up all these 1, 2, 3 values. Neither means out, which is 8. Right, so 40 people in the library, so can I say this is equal to, so 40 is together, that means all these 3 should add up to make 32. 40 take away 8, 32. 25 have mobile phones. Do have 25 mobile phones. What is B? B is equal to 18. Vamos, got it. And what is common? That's what he's asking me. How many are both? Rearrange. 24, 18, 42. 42. Take away 32. Answer is 10. Bravo. Haha, that was super easy. Right, so that's the way to crack this question, which is I rearrange to make extra subject. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Right, 8 it is. Right, oh, sorry again, I have to cringe. That's not the way to do it. That's an absolute waste of time. So I'm using a different formula. Right, in the again, sorry, it might sound business-like, because I can guarantee you will definitely benefit from the UCAT program, only if you wish to enroll. Otherwise, all the best. Right, okay, so there you go. As you can see through my videos here, so we keep on talking about emphasis on speedy ways of doing it. Here we go. So the formula strategy number 2 was A union B, A plus B minus A intersection B. Intersection is C, this is the common bit. One more time, union means adding up all of them. Ready? Bravo. A done. Moving on to my next question. So as we said, we try as much as we can not to use the Venn diagram. Ready? Okay, so where we go. Oh yes, we've got another one now. Right, what is he saying? A group of people were asked how they like eggs. 15 people said they like boiled. 3 variables. 4 said they like exactly, and then said 3. Right, there are 3 variables. One said I hated both. That means it has to be outside. Anytime strategy number 3. If you've got 3 variables, what do? Sum of all 3 of them is equal to. I've done this similar question in my past video. Something similar, but this has a. I can see it. It is a bit tweaky. It's been tweaked a little bit. Right, which is common between AB minus. Common between AC minus, common between BC intersection, and then you add common between all 3, A, B and C. That's when you add all 3 up. Ready? Okay. It says 15 are boiled, so I've got 15 here. 15 are boiled. How many of them are scrambled? Scrambled is 12. How many of them fried? Do I have 13? Bravo. And then he says how many of them? 4 said exactly. 2 of them, 7. Okay, I'll explain in a bit. That means when you say A intersection B, so let's suppose, I'm just trying to show you how this formula works. If I say A intersect, oopsie, alright, okay, not again, so daisy, come on, oh yeah. Right, so if I say A intersection B, oh, there are 3 variables altogether, righty, okay. So, what does it mean, A intersection B, common between A and B? That means this whole thing, including this commonality between the 3 of them, A, B, and C, is included. Right, when he says A and C, oh, that means this whole thing, including the whole of this commonality between A, B, and C. B and C, as he says, are talking about 1, 2, 3, including this. Ready? Okay, he says 4, exactly like 2 of the ways. That means he's talking about this one, plus this one, plus this one. That's 4 of them. I want to add all of them. So can I say 7 plus? So I will divide 4 of them. 4 divided by 3. 4 divided by 3 is how much? You said, what do you mean that? What I mean by that is this region plus this region and this region. Not the center 7. The 7 is the center one is 7. So I have to include that. So he's saying that is all these regions that we've got the stripy ones. That's equal to 4. And there are 3 of them. 4 divided by 3 do have 1.33. All right. So 1.33 mental maths. So 1.33 or 1.3 plus 7. All right. So 1 plus 3 plus this one. Do I have 8.3? Bravo. So other ones would also be. Other one would also be. Do I have 8.3? Ready? Other one would also be 8.3. And, okay, and how many of them are common? Do I have 7? Ready? Okay. How many people hated that? What does he want? Add 1 to it. So I will add 1 to it. Right, now watch this now. One go, I will try to get the answer, hopefully. 15 plus 12 plus 13 minus 8.3 minus 8.3 minus 8.3 plus 7 plus 1. Bravo, 23.1, because I'm taking not exact 4 over 3 is 1.333, recurring 23. Bang, that's my answer. 23 it is. Hoo-hoo, there we go. Right, so since 23, D it is. Please watch out. That's not the way, guys. No many times I keep telling you that's not the way. Would you actually imagine doing that, sitting there trying to crack this question? So this is what we end up calling it, again, speedy maths, not doing conventional ways. So right, many people would have skipped this, or would have been a speed bump for many of them getting stuck 2 or 3 minutes on this question. Right, so that means previous question I showed you 2 variables. That was my third strategy. If I got 3 variables, that is A plus B plus C minus common between AB minus common between AC minus common between BC plus common between all 3. Ready? So when I emphasize, just remember when I say A intersection B, I'm talking about let me change the, all right. So when I talk about these, so I'm actually A intersection B means it is common between all this, and all this. So when he says this value 4, it is just this bit, which is 4 plus this bit plus this bit. There's 4 distributed amongst 3. Ready? All right, here we go. Right, moving on to, as quickly as you can, next question. Right, bin it. Right, next question is, right, again trying not to, as much as we can, not to use a Venn diagram. Ready? Okay. So we are on question 21. Right, 28 people in the survey. This is one of the good ones. So anytime you see where the Venn diagram strategy number 4, which is multiple strategies, I can just keep on telling you what strategy. The moment you see the question, you should bang, it should pop in your head. Right, that's what I'm going to do. Ready? Bravo. So when you see a question like these where they've got multiple options to choose which is the appropriate Venn diagram. So here we go, starting again. So 28 respondents. So straight away when it says 28 respondents were asked, book holiday 15 said travel, 5 respondents 3, 5 is all 3, 3, 3, 5. You look for the center one first. Ready? You're looking for the center one. So everybody's got 5, right? Okay. Second thing. So it started with all 5. So all of them have 5. 5, 5, 5, 5, nothing can be eliminated. 28. All numbers that you got, they should equal to 28. Right, 10 and 3. Do I have 10 and 8? Right, so do I have 28 respondents, 5 respondents use 15 respondents for travel? Right, okay. So now, what's the plan? Then he says 28 respondents. Do I have 18 and 28? That's good. Do I have 15 and 18? Oh, see. Right, 28. Do I have this one here, which is how much? 15 and 28. Do I have this one here? 28. Oh, everything is 28. Ready? Let's see now. 5 respondents, 15 respondents use travel planners. Right. Who is the travel planner now? Oh, right. So I've tried it. So usually it works. Start with the all section. Start with the information where he says all 3, 5. Everybody could not eliminate. The name of the game is elimination strategy. Right, 5 respondents. So look for these options. Any one of the options should eliminate. Nothing happened. Then you try to add all of them up. They should all equal to 28. In this case, they're all added to 28. Let's see now. Pentagon. 15 respondents, all travel planners. Pentagon represents travel planners. Oops, A is out because I expect my Pentagon travel planners to be 15. A is out. Ready? Okay, let's see if we can eliminate anybody else. Pentagon is 15. Yes, it is. Pentagon is 15. Oops, no. Straight away, elimination strategy. Now, from initially, your first attempt when you were doing it, right, oops, sorry, he's got... So that means A is out and D is out. I'm only looking at B and C. Now, should you want to, if you're running out of time, initially, before you started this question, you had 4 options, which is probability, 25% or 0.25 probability of getting a question right. Now you're down to 50% because you eliminated it. Now you can choose any one of them. Ready? Now, because we got time at hand, try and explain. Then we use the next bit of information. 40% respondents who use travel planners. So who was travel planners? Pentagon. And Circle, who's Circle? Circle, travel planners, Circle represents the travel websites. Right. So out of 15, 5 of them, out of 15 in the Pentagon, travel planners, 5 of them were supposed to do all 3. Right. He says 40% of the respondents that used to use the travel planners but did not use the travel website. Who's the travel website? Travel website is the Circle. Did not use the Circle. Right. So out of 15, 15 minus 5. So do I have 15 minus 5? Do I have 10? Agreed? So 40% of 10. I can't have 40% of 6. That'll give me, B should be out, straight away C. Do you see that? One more time. So he says there are 40% of the people who are Pentagon. How many people in the Pentagon? 15. Then he said 15 out of minus those who did not, all 3 use it. 15 minus 5. Do I have 10? 40% of 10. Oh, can't be 6. All right. I'm trying to 40% of this value is what we're trying to figure out. Oh. There you go. Option C. Because you can't have a 6. Option B. Oh, sorry. Oh, yes. Read the wrong options. So, yes. So option B. Because we're trying to figure out, oh, that's the wrong one. We got it wrong. Okay. So he says 40% of the respondents who use travel planners. How many people use travel planners? Do have 15. Right. But did not use a travel website. Minus a travel website. So how much have we got left with? Do I have altogether? How much? 10. 40% of 10. 4. Bang. I was looking at this 4. I was looking at this 4. Oh, no excuses. Got it wrong. So I was looking at this 4. Right. So it is this particular 4. Right. B it is. Right. Okay. So B it is. Ready? Okay. Moving on to my next question. Let's see. Right, so next question. Ready? Oh, move. Right, there we go. This looks easy. The moment you say which region letter, that's always the easy one, so you should always get it right. Which region, I'm not bothered about what is this, I straight away attack a question, that's a strategy for this style. Which region represents students who can play only the viola and the guitar? Whichever you call that. Kite and guitar, kite and rhombus, kite and rhombus, kite and rhombus, Q. Do I have there's a kite and a rhombus, letter Q? Bravo, Q it is. Don't need to explain this, you should know it. So you're looking for commonality, common region between kite and the rhombus. Q it is. Ready? B, bravo. Right. Okay, moving on. Next question. Right, okay, so here we go. Right, what have we got? In a school, 50 students, 20 students. Oh, right, there you go. The moment you see this question, it comes down to, I could know it straight away if it's a history, geography, but not history. Right, I'll give you multiple ways of doing this question. Right, first way, I call it the method name of the strategy is OBO. O-B-O-O. You heard me right. O plus B plus O plus O equals to the total, which is 50. What does O stand for? Only. B stands for both. OBO. O, B sounds very African. O, B, O, and O for another O. There's a plus, by the way. Right, so what is only? Oh, 20 students studied both. Do I have history and geography? Both is 10. Ready? Okay. Why? Then somebody would say, why did you not use that strategy? Because when A union B is equal to this, I'll tell you in a bit. 10 students use both history and geography. Right, 12 students studied geography but not history. Only geography. Only. O for only. And the number of students who study history only but not geography, same as those who study neither. Same as those, that means this is also X, which is equal to 50. Bravo, finito. Do I have add 12, 22, 22, 2X is equal to 50 take away 22, do I have 28? 28 divided by 2, do I have 14? Sorry. 28 divided by 2. Getting ahead of myself. Right. So I got 22 is where we'll end up getting. So do I have a 22 here, which is equal to 28? 28 divided by 28 do I have divided by 2? Do I have X is equal to 14? What is X? What is X? X is only, I need to add the 10 to it. 14 is my answer. Right. 14 plus 10, sorry. 14 plus 10, because what I found out was O for only. OBO is the name of the strategy. Right, so answer is plus 10, by the way. 12 plus 10 do I have 24. Bravo. Right, let's see if you're good. Right, oh, there you go. So I did OBO. Just remember. Now, coming back, so answer is what? C. C it is, 24. Righty, moving on to, so going back to the question, why did I not use A union B? I did not use A union B because for me to use A union B formula, which we talked about a couple of 3 questions ago, something like this. You're only allowed to use that when he's talking about giving you the whole of A, the whole of B, and the whole of this. In this case, this is what was given to me. In this case, this is also what was given to me. Then he talked about only A. Ooh, I don't know. Only A. No clue. There is a way to tweak it, but that will complicate matters. Right, so that means if you're given the whole of A, which is if I was given total number of students who study geography, right, I would have said, oh yeah, I can use that. He says, if he would have said, right here he says, 12 students study geography but not history, means only geography. If he would have said 12 students study geography, oh, I'm bang on, I'm with this question. Now, OBO, only plus both plus only plus outside. OBO. This is only, both, only, outside for 2 variables. For 3 variables, I call it triple O, triple BA. Right, you will get, I will talk about it later. Right, 24 it is. I'll just double check if you got it right. 24. 24. Ready? Okay. Well, see it is. Right, okay. There you go. There you saw it there. They're trying to do some funny ways. Not bothered about that. Righty, okay. I think I should just do one more question. Righty, okay. Here we go. What's this question? Oh, it's taking longer than usual. Right. Oh, no, these are easy ones. You're not going to bother reading, so that's the strategy is you're not going to bother reading all of that straight away. Attack the stem of the question. Based on the diagram, which statement is true of all individuals of property insurance? Property insurance, property insurance. What type of insurance group people have? Property insurance. Property. Property is arrow. They all have life insurance. Yeah, that's straight away right. Option A. Right, option A, straight away. Yeah, I can see that arrow is part of life. Arrow is part of life. Yeah, all of them have life insurance. Easy. Oh, bang. Option A. Right, moving on to next question. Right, okay, so here we go. Ready. Okay, looks like another Venn diagram question here. This is where you could apply OBU or just better off just apply just you the Venn diagram, just you draw the Venn diagram. Right, just for a change, let's draw the Venn diagram here now. Triple O, triple B, A was the next strategy. Well, I'm just showing you how I'm going to do it. Now, when you talk about this long-winded ones, we've got three variables. Always strategy is to best is read from bottom upwards. 32 is the number of people. 16 so I'm reading three. So I'm calling it what is that? Marble. I've got slate, and what's the third one? What's the third one? Cement. Right. Okay. So he says reading from bottom upwards. Three customers only. Only OBU is what a triple O, triple B, A. What do we got? Three customers, only marble. Bravo. Right, okay. Seven bought all three. So he says 7 customers bought all three. Bravo. 7 right in the middle. Then he says 6 customers, only slate. Okay, got it. 12 customers bought marble and cement. Marble and cement. Marble and cement. Oh, yeah. This whole thing is marble and cement. That means it's 12. That means this is going to be a 5. Right, where are we going now? 1 customer bought marble and slate only. Marble and slate only. This is 1. 16 customers bought slate tiles. Where's that 16? Right, so this whole thing is equal to 16. Right, so I need to find out how much is this bit. So do I have 7 and 8? 14, 14 and 2. This has got to be a 2. Right, hopefully. What does he want now? How many are cement only? All of these now. Done that donkey work, you just need to be very organized in adding them up. Don't need to re-add some people. So go with this column, top row, do row-wise. Otherwise, you're never going to skip a question, skip a number. So 3 and 1, 4 and 6, 10, 10 and 12, 22, 24, 24 and 8 is the answer. Bravo. Because all of them should add up to make 32. So when I did all of that, so all of these numbers which I've got here, they added to make 24. Ready? Since I added to make 24, everything should be 32 if it was there. 8 more needed. Right, bravo. Let's see if we got it right. All right. Yeah, see it is. Drawing a Venn diagram. There you go. So there's another one called OB, but we'll try to cover